Welcome back to the Skyway. After last week, 6 drivers now sit comfortably in the top 16. Vehicles spanning a broad spectrum of genres, all revving their engines ready for the quarterfinals. Today's group showcases some of the crown jewels of the Japanese domestic market. Let's go meet our drivers for Group 7 of qualifying rounds for the 2022 Skyway Grand Prix. Dusty Styles driving in the Banshee, a Mazda RX-7 Drift weighing 34.1 grams. Jessie Jules driving in Jessie's Girl, a Nissan Silvia S14 Drift weighing 35.4 grams. Sammy Swoosh driving in Ocean Spray, a Mitsubishi Eclipse weighing 50.7 grams. And Aria Solo driving in Lumiere, a Nissan 350Z weighing 33.6 grams. And there they are, Group 7. Let's go join them at the start gate for Race 1. Sammy Swoosh with the heaviest car in today's group sits in pole position, Jessie Jules by his side, Dusty Styles and Aria Solo in the rear. And they're off. Sammy Swoosh and Jessie Jules lead the pack side by side. Dusty Style closes the gap. Jules pulls ahead out of turn 2. Aria Solo out of nowhere hops up, passing Jules on the inside. Aria Solo takes race 1. Jules, Swoosh and Styles follow in that order. Let's take a look at how that happened. Notice Aria Solo quite firmly in last place all the way down into turn 2. And just there, as Swoosh pulls to the inside to block Dusty Styles, Aria Solo sees an opening and with great ease and speed slingshots herself into turn 3, where she's ready and waiting for Jules to slip up. And sure enough, out of turn 3, Jules overcompensates, skidding away all of her speed, and once again Solo sees an opportunity and with great confidence pops up, grinding the inner rail and sliding into first position, and doesn't ever look back. And that was all from the back outside row, and it's only race 1. My goodness, we have got to keep an eye on Aria Solo. Aria Solo earns 5 points for first place, Jules 3 points for second place, Sammy Swoosh a good defensive mind but will need some speed if he wishes to move up the leaderboard. Now in the pole position, let's see what Swoosh and Styles can bring to the table. And they're off. Dusty Styles blitzes into first position, Aria Solo in a distant second. Out of turn 2, Styles, he's up on the outer rim and back in. My God, he's wild. Drifting out of turn 4, Styles takes race 2 and Aria Solo barrels towards the finish for second. Dusty Styles certainly answered the call, taking a lead as strong as this with a driver as strong as Solo in second position sends a message to the rest of the group. There are now 2 exceptional opponents to fear. Watch as Dusty Styles, as he heads into turn 3, pops up on the outer wall and sends his front axle completely beyond the rim of the turn, grinding along its edge before seamlessly falling back mid-turn, exiting with fairly sure footing. Dusty Styles rides the line between reckless and radical. Aria Solo holds on to first position with 8 points. Dusty Styles changing his stars before our very eyes rises to second position after that first place win. Sammy Swoosh holds steady in third, tied now with Jessie Jules. All the way from the back row, Aria Solo has dominated Group 7. Now in pole position, what could possibly stand in her way? Dusty Styles on the outside, a proper face-off. Now we test the mettle of those at the top of the leaderboard. Aria Solo takes a commanding lead into turn 1. Dusty Styles rockets ahead, passes Jules on the outside. Solo's lead grows out to turn 3 and there's no stopping her now. Solo takes race 3 and Styles erratic and backwards, followed by Jules and a distant Sammy Swoosh. Let's take a look at the transition from dual lane to open track. Dusty Styles, at his first opportunity, jets into second position and even tries to pass Solo on the inside. Solo manages to pop Styles back, unshakable, forcing Styles to realign, accepting second position into turn 2. Aria Solo's lead is nearly prohibitive to the other drivers. The only way Dusty Styles could advance on, he can't even tie up the match. He must take first position and Solo has to take last place or never reach the finish. After today's performance, I highly doubt that. But race 4 is always the wild card, especially when it's a driver's last chance at advancing on. Solo in front of Styles on the outside for race 4. And they're off. Solo leading the pack down the first straight. Jules pulls ahead down the drop. Solo in second, Styles in third. They're single file. Styles pops. Jules pops up. Solo passes on the outside. Accelerates out of turn 4 and it's all hers. And Dusty Styles fights for second. A photo finish. Wow, wow, wow. Let's take a look at that pass again. Take a look at Dusty Styles. He trips up here, banging the outside and the inside walls, holding him back. Out of turn 3, Jessie Jules once again understeers, but this time so severely, her front right tyre pops up on the inside wall. Solo registers the opening, jerks the wheel, and zooms past on the outside. From here, it's a clear road to the quarterfinals. And now to the finish line. While either driver has no way to advance on, Dusty Styles has requested the judges review the footage to see who takes second place. We've switched our finish line camera system to record at 120 frames per second. Now, with more information, hopefully we can make a more educated decision. I think it's quite clear Dusty Styles is ahead just before the finish and just after the finish. And yes, the judges have awarded second place to Dusty Styles. And there you have it. Aria Solo is our winner for Group 7. With 18 points, I believe that is the second highest score achieved in this competition ever since Jacques Leblou's shutout performance in the first group of qualifying rounds. There she is, Aria Solo, the 7th driver to advance on to the top 16 and prepare to take on the other winners in the quarterfinals of the 2022 Skyway Grand Prix. Until next time, drive safely and always take the high road.